Hey YouTube! So there's this tag game going on YouTube called the iTunes tag, where basically you ask a question, then you put your iTunes on shuffle, and it's gonna play a random song that's supposed to answer the question. So I'm gonna try that out. Should be interesting, considering I don't really have a lot of music on my iTunes. Mostly just like background music and sound effects for videos. What will they play at your funeral? Pokemon recovery sound? Nice. What is the worst thing that could happen? Boxing? How will you die? Oh. It's a car drive-by sound effect. What makes you cry? That was a computer error sound effect. Kind of accurate. Will you ever get married?
Continue.
I don't know what to make of that. What scares you the most? That was too perfect. That was the Minecraft creeper sound effect. Hey YouTube! So, subject of the minute, it's gonna be a little different today. I'm actually gonna tell you guys a story of something that happened to me when I was younger. So the story takes place when I was in about 7th grade, and I was in orchestra. Not because I really wanted to be in orchestra, we had to pick an elective, and I think I was trying to learn to play guitar at the time, so I thought maybe this will help me be better at guitar. And when's the last time you guys saw me with a guitar? And I decided I wanted to play the cello, because, I mean, I don't know why actually, it's just what I picked. And I don't know if I was like absent on the day that we picked our instruments or something. I was renting my cello from the school, but for some reason I didn't have one. The cello that was assigned to me was broken. Somebody broke it, so it was in the shop. So I had to share one with someone else who was renting one who wasn't in my class. So every day before class, that person who I didn't know would have to go in where we kept our instruments. They'd have to get it for me and give it to me. And it was just really awkward because I don't know, I'm not a very social person. I don't want to have to deal with that every day. It was freaking weird. For all I know, she was some musical prodigy. Primetime cellist over here. She just looked at me every day like, you are lesser of a person. You are not upon my level of cellitude. I think she might have been a grade higher than me. Maybe that's why I didn't know her. I think it was her. But I just remember feeling like she thought like I was gonna get all of my bad musical mediocrity all over her cello. Also, this was really annoying for my teacher because I couldn't take the cello home to learn music. I was just really limited in what I could do. So I don't even think I was taking the class very seriously. Plus, just between you and me, she was not my favorite teacher in the world. And this went on for a long time. It was like at least like a couple months. I just had to repeat this awkward process every day, while at the same time sucking at the cello because I couldn't do our play homework, so to speak. Honey, why do you suck at the cello so much? I don't have a cello. Oh, yeah. Why don't you work on that? Okay. My bad. Anyway, so one day, after this has been going on for a while, we were all coming to class, got in line to get our instruments tuned, because this was like a first year orchestra class, so we didn't really know how to tune them ourselves yet. But I remember she calls me up into her office, she's all excited, she's like, Lonnie, cello's here, yeah! I was like, thank God, no more freaking cellist extraordinaire over here. I can do the homework, I can do whatever I want, I can take it home, I can yell at because I suck. And we were really excited. So I brought it to my seat, played it for a little bit, you know, just like messing around while before class was getting started. Then I had to go get my binder with my sheet music in it. And you remember how I said primetime cellist extraordinaire would get the cello for me every day? The girl would get the cello for me. I would sit in my chair and then she would put it back for me. So whenever I had her cello in my possession, I was at my seat. I never left it unattended. So I found myself in the predicament that I didn't know how to leave the cello unattended. I know it sounds stupid, it was. I didn't know what you were supposed to do. Like, were you supposed to lay it on the ground? That seems bad because someone could kick it or sit on it or something. Looking out. She's like, I don't want someone to sit on a brand new cello. So to paint the picture for you, here's my chair, represented by this chair. What I did was I just leaned the cello up against the chair. Now, I don't know if you know anything about the structure of a cello. Basically, you got the cello part, and then it stands on this little pin that comes out of the bottom, which doesn't provide a lot of support, despite not so popular belief. But I looked at it, it wasn't moving. I was like, okay, just stay there for literally a couple seconds while I go across the classroom to get my book. And that's exactly what it did. It stayed there until I got across the classroom to get my book. I was as far away from my cello as possible when it started to tip. I was watching it and I was just like in awe because at this point, there's literally an entire orchestra between me and my cello. So I know that it's just like, there's nothing good that's gonna happen. It's gonna fall. And it fell. The entire orchestra stopped playing, got silent, and everyone looked over there, which is where the cello was. And everyone looked over there, which is where I was. It broke into like 5 separate pieces, literally 5 minutes after I got it back from the shop. I remember just looking at my teacher. I don't remember if she said anything to me, but I'm pretty sure she literally face palmed. But yeah, that's my story of how I broke a cello. Pretty sure I didn't like orchestra much after that. I think I just started sleeping in class. Surprisingly difficult in an orchestra class. Just imagine me kind of cuddling a cello. Good mental image for you there. But yeah, let me know if you like this video. Maybe I'll do something like it again. Anyways, have you ever noticed how the corner of the ceiling looks like an envelope? Good day to you, sir and or sir.